Hi there, good evening. I have a reservation under the name Marcus Webb. I just arrived after a really long day of traveling, and I am so glad to finally be here. I think I booked a standard double room for 5 nights. Could you please pull up my reservation and let me know if everything looks correct on your end?
Good evening, Mr. Webb. Welcome to the Grand City Hotel. We are so happy to have you with us. Let me pull up your reservation right away. I will need to verify your identity before we proceed, so could I please see a photo ID and the credit card you used when you made the booking? This is standard procedure and just takes a moment.
Of course, absolutely. Here is my passport as my photo ID, and here is the credit card I used. I always keep them together when I travel, so I do not have to search around in my bag. I find it makes the check-in process so much smoother and faster. I hope everything on my reservation looks correct. I booked it about 3 weeks ago online.
Thank you so much, Mr. Webb. Let me take a look here. Yes, I can see your reservation right here. You have a standard double room booked for 5 nights, and you will be checking out on Saturday the 14th. A standard double room means you have one large double bed with all our regular amenities included. Does everything sound correct so far, or is there anything you would like to change?
Yes, that all sounds correct. 5 nights and checking out on the 14th. Actually, now that you mention it, I do have one request. Is it possible to get a room on a higher floor? I absolutely love having a view when I travel, and if there is something available with a nice city view, that would make my stay so much more enjoyable. I completely understand if it is not possible, of course.
Great news. You are in luck. I just checked the system and I have a wonderful option for you. I can put you in room 812 on the 8th floor. It has a beautiful city view. You will be able to see the skyline and even some of the historic landmarks from up there. It is honestly one of my favorite rooms to assign to guests because the view is just stunning, especially in the evenings.
Oh, that sounds absolutely perfect. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to see the view from up there. One thing I always need when I travel is a reliable internet connection. Does the room have Wi-Fi? I need to stay in touch with family back home, and I also want to look up information about local places to visit while I am here this week.
Absolutely, yes. We offer complimentary Wi-Fi throughout the entire hotel. That means it is completely free of charge for all guests. The network name is Grand City Guest, and the password is printed right here on this card, along with your room key. Also, I want to mention that breakfast is served daily in our restaurant on the 2nd floor from 6:30 to 10 in the morning, and it is included with your stay, so no extra charge for that either.
Wonderful. A complimentary breakfast is always a great way to start the day. I will definitely make use of that every morning. Speaking of timing, what time is the standard checkout? I want to make sure I plan my last day properly so I'm not rushing around trying to pack at the last minute. Also, is there any flexibility on that time if I need it?
Standard checkout time is 11 in the morning. However, if you find that you need a late checkout, meaning you would like to stay in your room past 11, just let us know the evening before your departure and we will do our absolute best to accommodate you. That simply means we will try our hardest to make it work for you. Please keep in mind that late checkout is subject to availability, so it depends on whether the room is needed that day.
That is really good to know. Thank you for explaining that so clearly. I will keep that in mind for my last day. Now, Since this is actually my very first time visiting this city, I would love to get some local insight. Do you have any recommendations for things to do? I am particularly interested in history and art, museums, galleries, that sort of thing. And I am also hoping to find a great place for dinner tonight.
Oh, I love helping guests explore the city. For history and art, the City Museum is absolutely worth visiting. That means it truly deserves your time and attention. It is about a 15-minute walk from the hotel, and it stays open until 8 in the evening on weekdays. There is also the Old Quarter, which is a historic neighborhood filled with beautiful architecture from centuries ago. Most guests who visit say it is one of the highlights of their entire trip.
The City Museum and the Old Quarter both sound incredible, exactly the kind of things I love exploring when I travel. I think the museum might actually still be open if I head over tonight, but I am a little tired from the journey, so I may save it for tomorrow. How exactly do I get to the Old Quarter from here? Is it easy to navigate on your own, or would you recommend a guided tour?
It is very easy to get there on your own. The most convenient option is to take the metro. Central Station is just around the corner from the hotel, meaning it is very close, just a short walk. From there, take the Blue Line heading east and get off at Heritage Square. That is only 3 stops, so it is really quick. If you prefer walking and want to see more of the city along the way, it is about a 30-minute walk, which is actually quite pleasant.
I love walking and exploring a new city on foot. There is no better way to really get a feel for a place. I will definitely walk to the Old Quarter tomorrow morning after breakfast. For tonight, though, I think I would rather find somewhere close by to eat. Can you recommend a good restaurant nearby? I am really in the mood for something local and authentic rather than international fast food.
Absolutely, I know just the place. There is a fantastic restaurant called Harvest Table, located just 2 blocks east of the hotel, so very easy to find. They specialize in regional dishes, which means they focus specifically on traditional local cuisine made with fresh seasonal ingredients. The atmosphere is incredibly cozy and warm. I would strongly recommend making a reservation, though, because it gets quite busy in the evenings. Would you like me to call ahead and book a table for you?
Yes, that would be absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for offering. I really appreciate that. Could you please book a table for one person at around 7:30 this evening? That should give me enough time to drop off my luggage, freshen up a little, and then make my way over there. It sounds like exactly the kind of local dining experience I was hoping for on my first night.
Perfect. I will take care of that right away, meaning I will handle it immediately for you. Just give me one moment. I'm going to call Harvest Table now and secure your table for one at 7:30 tonight. I will also let them know you are a guest at our hotel, which sometimes gets you a little extra attention. Is there anything else you need before you head up to your room and settle in?
Oh, that is so thoughtful of you. Thank you. Actually, yes, there's one more thing I wanted to ask before I head upstairs. I try to work out every morning when I travel to keep my energy levels up. Is there a gym or fitness center in the hotel? And if so, what are the hours? I would hate to wake up early and find it is not open yet.
Yes, we have a fully equipped fitness center right here in the hotel. It is located on the 3rd floor, and the best part is that it is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So no matter what time you wake up, it will always be available for you. You can access the fitness center using your room key, the same card I gave you earlier. Just tap it on the reader by the door, and it will let you right in.
That is fantastic news. A 24-hour fitness center is exactly what I need. I am usually up quite early anyway, so I will probably head there first thing before breakfast. Priya, I just want to say that you have been incredibly helpful and so welcoming. I feel so much better about my stay already. You have really given me a wonderful first impression of this hotel and of the city in general.
It is truly my pleasure, Mr. Webb. That is a phrase we use to say we are genuinely happy to help, not just doing our job. Enjoy your lovely dinner at Harvest Table tonight, and I really hope you have an amazing 5 days exploring the city. Please remember that if you need anything at all during your stay, no matter how big or small, do not hesitate to call the front desk. We are available around the clock for all our guests.
I absolutely will. Thank you again, Priya. I always find that the staff at a hotel really make the difference between a good trip and a great one. You have definitely made this a great start. I am heading up to room 812 now to drop off my bags and get freshened up before dinner. Wish me luck exploring this wonderful city.
Good luck and enjoy every moment. The city has so much to offer, and I think you're going to have an absolutely wonderful time. Room 8112 is to the right when you exit the elevator. The lifts are just down the hallway past the seating area. If the elevator is busy, there is also a staircase nearby. Have a fantastic evening, Mr. Webb, and we will see you at breakfast tomorrow morning.
Perfect. I see the elevator right down there. Thanks for pointing that out. Oh, one quick thing I almost forgot. I noticed a luggage cart near the entrance. Is it okay for me to use that to bring my bags up, or should I ask someone for assistance? I have 2 fairly large suitcases, and I want to make sure I do not take anything I am not supposed to.
Of course, guests are very welcome to use the luggage carts. They are there specifically for that purpose. However, if you prefer, I can also arrange for a bellhop to assist you with your bags. A bellhop is a hotel staff member whose job is to help carry luggage to your room. It would be no trouble at all. Just let me know which you would prefer, and I will arrange it immediately.
I think I can manage with the cart on my own. I do not want to trouble anyone. I am actually pretty used to handling my own luggage after years of solo traveling. But it is so kind of you to offer. I really appreciate all the extra care and attention. Okay, I'm going to go get settled now. Thank you again for everything, truly.
Of course. Enjoy your evening and your dinner. Just a small reminder, the restaurant confirmation for Harvest Table is all set. Your table for 1 is booked at 7:30 tonight. They said to mention your name Marcus Webb when you arrive, and they will have everything ready for you. It is a 2-block walk heading east, so just turn right when you exit the hotel and follow the main street.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for sorting that out so quickly. Turn right and walk 2 blocks east. Got it. That sounds really straightforward. I am glad the restaurant could fit me in on short notice. I have heard that popular local restaurants can get very fully booked in the evenings, so I am relieved there is a spot for me tonight. I cannot wait to try the regional cuisine.
You are going to love it. The regional cuisine here is really special. Very different from what you might find in other cities, with unique spices and traditional cooking methods that have been used for generations. The chef at Harvest Table is actually locally born and trained, which makes the food even more authentic. I think it will be the perfect welcome dinner for your first night here. Bon appetit in advance.
Ha, thank you. That makes it sound even more exciting. I love food that has real local history and tradition behind it. Actually, while I have you, do you have a printed city map or a tourist brochure I could take with me? Sometimes I prefer having a physical map rather than relying entirely on my phone, especially when I am in an unfamiliar city and my battery might run low.
Absolutely. Great idea. We have a lovely selection of tourist brochures and a detailed city map right here at the front desk. Here you go. This fold-out map covers the entire city center, and I have also highlighted a few key spots for you in yellow, including the City Museum, the Old Quarter, Central Station for the Metro, and Harvest Table Restaurant. I hope that makes exploring a little easier and more fun.
Oh, wow, you even highlighted the spots for me. That is incredibly thoughtful. This is exactly the kind of map I love having. I can already see where the Old Quarter is and plan my walking route for tomorrow. Thank you so much, Priya. Between the city map, the restaurant reservation, the room upgrade, and all your local knowledge, you have honestly made the start of this trip so much better than I expected.
You are so welcome. That is exactly what we are here for. Helping guests feel comfortable and excited about their visit is the best part of my job. Before you go, I also want to mention that we have a guest information booklet in your room on the desk. It contains details about all our hotel services, local emergency numbers, restaurant hours, and tips for getting around the city. It is a really handy reference to have during your stay.
A guest information booklet. Perfect. I will definitely read through that tonight. I always like to plan ahead so I can make the most of every single day when I am traveling. 5 days sounds like a lot, but it can go by very quickly when there is so much to see and do. Are there any particular things you would personally recommend I do not miss, like hidden gems that most tourists overlook?
Oh, that is a great question. Since you love history and art, I personally love the Riverside Gallery. It is a smaller, lesser-known art gallery along the riverbank, about 20 minutes on foot from the Old Quarter. It features work by local artists and is completely free to enter. Most tourists do not know about it because it is not heavily advertised, but the artwork is stunning and the Riverside Walk to get there is absolutely beautiful. I think you would really love it.
A free art gallery along the riverbank. That sounds like an absolute hidden gem. I love discovering places like that. There's something special about stumbling upon local art that most visitors never get to see. I will definitely add the Riverside Gallery to my itinerary. That means my plan for things to do. I like to have a loose plan so I can also leave room for spontaneous discoveries along the way.
That is the perfect way to explore a new city. Having a loose itinerary gives you structure, but also the freedom to wander and be spontaneous. One more tip. If you are near the Old Quarter on a weekend, there is usually a small street market on Sunday mornings selling local crafts, food, and handmade goods. Since you are here through Saturday, you might just catch the tail end of the week and plan your Sunday around that market. It is very lively and fun.
A Sunday street market. Oh, that is fantastic timing then. I will absolutely plan to visit the Old Quarter on Sunday morning so I can experience the market atmosphere. I love browsing local markets because you get such an authentic sense of everyday life in a city. You have given me so many great ideas, Priya. I honestly feel like I have a personal local guide right here at the front desk. This is wonderful.
Ha, I love that. Think of the front desk as your go-to resource for anything and everything during your stay. We are always here to help, whether you need directions, activity ideas, or even just recommendations for a good cup of coffee nearby. By the way, if you enjoy coffee, there is a charming little cafe called Morning Bloom just around the corner, literally 1 minute from the hotel entrance. Their local blend is fantastic, and they open at 6 every morning.
Oh, I am absolutely a coffee person. A morning coffee is non-negotiable for me when I travel. Morning Bloom sounds like it will become my daily spot before I head out each day. I love that it is literally just around the corner. That expression means very close by, right? I have heard people use it quite often. Okay, I truly must go now and get ready for dinner, but thank you endlessly for everything.
Yes, exactly right. Just around the corner means something is very nearby. You are picking up English expressions so naturally. Enjoy your coffee there tomorrow, and do let us know how it goes. And yes, please go get ready. You do not want to be late for your 7:30 reservation. Have a wonderful first evening in the city, Mr. Webb. We are truly delighted to have you staying with us.
You are absolutely right. I should get moving. I have a habit of stopping to chat when I am excited about something, and clearly I am very excited about this trip. Thank you once more, Priya. I feel so welcome already. I will be sure to come back to the front desk if I have any more questions while I am here. Have a great rest of your shift tonight.
Thank you so much, Mr. Webb. That is very kind of you. I hope the rest of my evening is as enjoyable as helping you has been. Just one final reminder before you go. Please do not lose your room key card, as you will need it to access both your room and the fitness center. If you do happen to misplace it, just come right back down to the front desk and we will issue a replacement immediately. No stress at all.
Got it. Keep the room key safe. I usually keep it in my front pocket, so it is always easy to find. Actually, quick question. Is there a safe in the room? I have some valuables like my passport and extra cash that I like to store securely when I go out exploring. I always feel better knowing my important documents are locked away safely rather than carrying them everywhere.
Yes, absolutely. Every room in our hotel is equipped with a personal in-room safe. You will find it inside the wardrobe in your room. It is very easy to use. You simply set your own 4-digit code the first time you open it, and then use that same code to open and lock it throughout your stay. It is large enough for a passport, cash, and even a small laptop if needed. Very secure and convenient.
Excellent. An in-room safe is such a reassuring thing to have. I will definitely put my passport and extra money in there before I head out tonight. Traveling solo means I have to be extra careful about keeping my belongings safe, so that is really good to know. Okay, Priya, I am seriously heading up now, for real this time. Thank you for your incredible patience and helpfulness. You are a star.
Hi, you're very sweet. Thank you. Have the most wonderful stay, Mr. Webb. And remember, the phrase "do not hesitate to call" means please feel completely free to contact us anytime you need anything. We are here day and night at the front desk. I sincerely hope your 5 days in the city are filled with incredible experiences, delicious food, fascinating history, and beautiful art. Enjoy every single moment.
I will. I truly cannot wait. The elevator doors are closing now, so goodbye for real, Priya. I am already looking forward to tomorrow. The City Museum, then maybe a walk to the Old Quarter in the afternoon, and the Riverside Gallery after that. And of course, starting the morning with a coffee from Morning Bloom. This trip is going to be absolutely incredible. Thank you for making it feel that way from the very first moment I arrived.
What a wonderful guest. Moments like these remind me why I love working at the front desk. Being able to help someone feel genuinely welcomed and excited about their journey is so rewarding. Whether you are checking into a hotel, asking for directions, or requesting a restaurant reservation, remember that using polite, clear English phrases always makes communication smooth, friendly, and effective. Good luck with your English learning journey, everyone.
And that is exactly how a real hotel check-in conversation sounds in natural English. Notice how we used phrases like, I have a reservation under the name. Is it possible to get a room on a higher floor, subject to availability, and do not hesitate to call? These expressions are polite, professional, and used every single day in real hotels around the world. Practice them out loud, and you will feel completely confident the next time you travel.